What's good? What's good? This your boy DJ Cree back with another video. Man, things is looking very crazy, man. 50 Cent responds to Jim Jones, man, and this is I'm not gonna lie to you, this is crazy, man. Um 50 Cent posts, I've been waiting to say this. All you gotta do is something, punk. You girly mouth boy. Whew. Now, if y'all been under a rock, man, 50 Cent has been going hard on all his ops, all his soon to be ops, all his wannabe ops. I mean, he is going hard on everybody. And it seems like ain't no letting up. You know, what it's about. Some of these beefs stem back from years and years ago, and some of these beefs are brand spanking new. All I know is, man, I don't know what type of drink 50 on. I don't know what type of mind state or mentality he got. But bro, this for me seems pretty dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And for all you YouTubers out there instigating the beef, don't instigate these type of beefs. These are grown men with millions of dollars who are choosing to do what they do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just reporting on it. You know, I will state my opinion, but I'm not gonna involve myself in none of this crap. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's corny if you do. But anyway, I think that overall 50 Cent is sending a message to people that works with him and people who may eventually go rogue. I think this is a very stern message to everybody. Like, hey, you don't want to push me to that point. And again, do I think this is something good? Nah. I don't think this is anything good. I don't know what is up. I can't even I wouldn't be you wouldn't be able to figure that out even if you was probably 50 Cent yourself, you know? Cuz he's a guy who's been through street life, the music industry, and then, he's very consistent in the things he don't rock with and the things he do rock with. And I think, if you gonna rock with 50, just know don't be short on your loyalty, or you might be the next victim. But anyway, part of the reason why I think 50 Cent actually wrote that is because of this right here. Y'all check this out. This is uh Breakfast Club and Jim Jones speaking on 50. Here we go.
His number one records, it's not too many in New York.
I got more solo records than most of them that really hit. Remember that.
Mm-hmm.
You dig? Like, I got a lot of gold singles and I got some action with me. You dig? It's gonna be hard for a lot of people from New York to win with Capo. And I got freestyles I could do. In New York City, it's gonna be hard. I would say that for anybody.
You know, on the record,
Sounds like he want to do one with 50 Cent. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like Jim.
Nah, I don't want to do nothing with that sucker. You heard? Leave him out of the conversation.
you
Don't
did that
start.
on purpose.
No, I
He
didn't.
did. Don't
No,
start.
because he said a rapper.
No.
He said New York, and that's the only one that has a
I
catalog.
low key was thinking it. I just didn't want to say it consistently to even.
Oh, and there you go, Jim Jones. As soon as 50 name is brought up, Jim Jones is like set on fire. You know what I'm saying? So, 50 retaliated with this message right here. You know what I mean? So, it's a intricate game of, you say this, I say that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully these guys will be mature enough one day to stay out each other's way or make up. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if this even really is that deep, but I know some of it is. I know some of it is for sure. Whenever you dealing with guns and other things that went on behind the scenes, I know that can lead to people not really rocking with each other at all. And 50 wants 100% loyalty, as I said before. You don't give it to him, he's gonna speak out on it. You know what I'm saying? But Let me know what y'all think about this. Him and Jim Jones going back and forth, man. It's not the type of story that I really want to really be speaking on because I don't know all the politics behind it. Plus, I think, these two gentlemen right here have done a lot in the industry for hip hop, also a lot in movies and all that stuff. And I think, it's only a matter of time before something does happen if everybody keep, antagonizing one another. But let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. More content is on the way. Peace. What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Cree back with another video, man. 50 Cent is not playing. I don't know what type of checkers game he playing. Man, I do not want to be on 50's bad side or have to deal in public with none of this stuff that goes on, man. He is tearing holes in the fabric of society right now. He has everybody up in a frenzy. But anyway, 50 Cent doubles down on Joe Budden when Joe Budden was like, "Hey, 50, I think you need therapy." 50 was mad about that. So 50 Cent finally has some footage of Joe being Joe. I'm gonna play this video, man, and I'm gonna come back with my commentary. Y'all check this out. It's crazy.
He uses it to jerk off. Me and two bitches play and do whatever we doing while he watches us and does his thing. That's what he uses it for. Or this is where the trauma comes in. In the past,
Okay.
Joe has taken his travel lube with him to get dances and jerk off with other women on his own behind my back. So now I find the lube in the trunk, in the money bag, which normally these bitches are strippers or bartenders, so that's the thing. Why the fuck is the lube in the trunk when I put it away and I have not been here for a month and a half? You wasn't getting no dances with me.
If 2 + 2 is 4.
So again. You know again, I'm talking.
Ooh, man. I'll say this. Joe ain't never hid the freaky stuff he does. He's never hid it, and this is why this is out in the open. One thing about Joe, call him a square, a lame, or whatever, it's true. He did a lot of squares, sucker stuff for a long time. But one thing he has came to realize that he is who he is, and I think Joe is 100% comfortable being who he is, and that's why he has a fanfare. Regardless if he's getting beat up or he's running away or he gets into a fight or whatever, or he's beefing with some rappers, or what I'm saying, he's sometimes too honest. But at the end of the day, Joe is who Joe is, and I think 50 Cent finding this out. Okay, let's read what he said. Actually, he said, "Dang, Joe, you may need therapy. I mean, travel lube, what the F? Then you end up in the hall naked. LOL." Now, this would only hit harder if this was like unknown Joe Budden news. Again, so I don't think this one worked. I think this is kind of corny, actually, on 50 Cent behalf. And 50 Cent has been doing some weird, corny stuff too, but I think this is like at the top of the list only because Joe, he's a weirdo sometimes, what I'm saying, but he owns it. He admits it. He doesn't hide it. He sometimes he dang near celebrates it. But this, to me, is 50 not really paying attention, just posting. I don't even know if he really feels like a way, because if you saw something like this from one of your ops, and you knew your op was like one of those guys who are an open-ended book, who is honest about their lives and stuff, you wouldn't necessarily post something like this and then say, then you end up in a hall naked. It just don't connect. It don't connect like everything else. Cause I'm a Joe Budden follower. I don't agree a lot with the stuff that Joe Budden says. He is entertaining, and I like the show, the podcast overall. I like all the people he have on there, but I think this is actually an L for 50. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is an L. It's hard, man. Y'all gotta remember, Joe Budden has been through tons of controversy and tons of getting punched in the face by Raekwon. You know what I'm saying? Like, tons of like real craziness in his life, and he was able to survive it only because he owned up to it. You know, and I don't know if 50 is going to be able to topple Joe Budden the way he can some of the other people, you know. And 50's been going off on everybody, y'all. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I got like 3 more 50 Cent videos. I'm trying not to put them all in a row, but he's been going hard, and I just been finding all this stuff. I got other stuff I want to talk about, but I'm gonna space it out today. But what do y'all think about, 50 Cent posts about Joe Budden? What y'all think about Joe Budden? Got some travel lube. And the old girl that's with him now, man, I would say she's very understanding. I don't know if she's doing it for the money or really loves this dude or whatever, but she's very understanding. She's down for whatever it seems like. And that's the type of girl I think Joe needs. Somebody who's down for whatever. But I think, Joe Budden is one of those type of individuals. If he feels like he don't need you no more, he has an easy time of separating himself from you, But that's just my opinion. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. More content is on the way. Peace. What's good? What's good? This your boy DJ Cree back with another video. Man, what's up with 50, y'all? 50 need a break. He need to go get some. I don't know what he needs to get, but he need to get some because he is wilding. Like, I'm so I'm just like, I'm through with these stories, yo. But it is what it is. I'm trying to keep up to date with all this. Now, he does troll Lil Meech by saying BMF. Y'all check this out, man. This is, I hate that he's doing this, y'all. Lil Meech ain't got nothing to do with this stuff. He says, check out my new show, Hip Hop Cop, on Hulu. Oscar-winning writer and Emmy award-winning director. Boom. F a BMF. Let's get that. I don't know what that means. Let's get that. G Unit Brands. So he has another show that he is definitely coming out with, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But that just shows you the power of 50 Cent in the film industry world. He's very, he knows what he's doing when it comes to these films and putting out television shows. But again, we are, I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of people are probably upset that BMF is canceled, because you got to think about it, that's people who have jobs, cameramen, editors, all kind of people who depended on that show. And for 50 just to wipe it out like that over a street beef or a beef or whatever you want to call it, it is what it is. And I just think that's, a crazy way of looking at the world, but that's 50's way of looking at the world. And again, even Charleston White said, man, even though 50 may have justification for acting like that, it don't make it right, and I agree with Charleston White. I'm sorry, I really do. I usually don't, but I do. And it just goes to show you, you know, the depths that 50 will go. You know, and this is this is some of the stuff that set 50 off in the first place. You know, they are like literally posted up with all 50 Cent's enemies right now. Or, you know, he definitely don't rock with Floyd Mayweather no more, because he was Floyd Mayweather was part of the Money Team at one point. It was him and 50, you know, but yeah, I guess they fell out over whatever they fell out over. And you know, Big Meech, Lil Meech, oh my God, man. I'm so confused, man. You know, they looking happy. You know, Meech don't know nothing, 50. Calm down, 50. Meech them don't know nothing. They just know what they knew when they went in and what they hear on the street. You know, sometimes you got to give people some time to learn the new layout of the world. You know, it's a totally different world from when they went into prison, you know, to when they got out. You know, I just think, you know, we are not blaming enough of this on Rick Ross. Rick Ross knew dang well that 50 was gonna flip and 50 was gonna talk some mess. Now, did Rick Ross know that 50 was gonna do this? No, he didn't. But he knew it was gonna be some words, some exchange, some craziness involved in that. So we just have to keep things in mind, keep things in perspective here. You know, BMF is gonna do good without 50 because it's people all around the U.S., probably the world, who support what you know, the BMF brand. You know, especially in the music industry. You know, they've done a lot in the music industry, even though they did not have any hit records themselves. They've done a lot, and I think they're gonna be fine. The BMF brand gonna be fine without 50. 50. I just hate that you did that, yo. Let me know in the comments. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. More content is on the way. Peace. What's good? What's good? This your boy DJ Cree back with another video. Man, your boy D1 recalls a time when he confronts Meek Mill at the club. Yo, before y'all hate watch it, man, let's just watch this together and I come back with my commentary. All right, I ain't even gonna say that because I know y'all be hate watching. Here we go.
Oh, Meek Mill in the club during Super Bowl in New Orleans, right?
So you do still go to the club?
I went to the club because they told me Meek Mill was gonna be there that night. I don't know if you know or not, but Meek Mill was one of the artists who I kind of had some online, you know, public back and forth with about a year ago. So now if he in my city and I got an opportunity to go to the club to go link with him face to face, to have a man-to-man talk, I'm with that. So 2:52 in the morning, I'm in the club, you heard me? And I'm in the club, and shout out to my little brother Fredo Bang, because he knows Meek personally, so he, you know, he facilitated it to make sure it was good.
I know he
did. And I went, walked through, Meek had about 25 people with him. Went, walked through everybody. I had 2 people with me, you know what I mean?
Because it was facilitated,
bro. And we had a heart-to-heart. We had a man-to-man talk in the middle of the club. And I love Meek Mill for that.
Man, that's some real man. Like, that's like for real. Taken from going online to let's link up, let's have the conversation. Wow.
I love Meek Mill for that. Like, I got goosebumps saying that because we in the club and we talking about what it is that we see that's wrong with our community. But Meek Mill is in a different position than I'm in.
Right.
I've been this way my whole career. Meek Mill is grown now and he's seeing like, dang, they do got some stuff in our culture that's messed up. But Meek Mill is in it deeper than what I am. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
I remember the back and forth because you were telling them 1 minute you saying prison reform and how we need to get shout out to Reform Alliance, the homies over there. You saying 1 minute you saying this, another minute you saying that.
Yeah. I love Meek Mill for just sharing his heart with me. Yeah. And when 2 men could talk and be like, yo, this right here is something where I'm hearing your heart, you hearing my heart. We ain't even got to agree on everything, but we going to leave with a greater level of respect for each other than we had before that talk. And because of that, it's like I'm rooting for Meek. Like, I've texted him since then, and it's something to where I am rooting for this brother because a better Meek Mill equals a better black community.
No way.
I just saw Meek Mill
Alright, man. Before I even start, man, I do not hate D1. As a grown man, I receive his message. The problem is, I be thinking like he's talking like he went to the club by himself, like to confront Meek Mill. Like you went to go to Meek Mill to talk, and then on top of that, when Meek Mill was talking about prison reform, you started the beef and the conversation. That's why y'all had beef. So excuse me, I'm not laughing at his message. I'm laughing at the context of what he's saying. He's literally telling this woman, "Oh, we got beef. We had online beef." You had online beef because he was doing prison reform, which he was successful at doing. You caused a whole bunch of controversy trying to tell him whatever you wanted to tell him about the way he was conducting himself. But y'all got to realize something, and this is some real stuff. Just because you have a message to the people, everybody's not going to be able and willing to receive that message. So the way you get message across is not to be like combative or whatever, and just to be loving, just to be caring, be kind, to be understanding of people's position, because everybody doesn't start in the same position in life. And and this is why I be laughing at D1 sometimes. I'm sorry. This is crazy and funny to me. I've read all the books since I was about 16. I understand what he's trying to do, but it's hilarious in the way he's trying to get it done. It's hilarious. It almost seems like I'm going to call these people out. I'm going to cause controversy. Then I'm going to try to make up with them. Like, you don't have to do that. If your message is golden, people will receive it and people will hear it. It just may not be on a timetable that you want it to be on. You know, that's why, again, y'all, that's why y'all have problems with me reporting on D1. I love it because it's hilarious, and I like to see when people message me back. "Oh, man, why you hating on D1? No. I'm not hating on D1. But it is, once again, this Meek Mill beef was, Meek Mill probably didn't even know who he was. Same as Joe Budden, all these guys don't even know who D1 is until they come across him and there's a controversy. And usually he's the one trying to call people out. Then all of a sudden, "Oh yeah, we had to patch that up." Dog, it wasn't even a real beef. You can't talk about people and call people out. Just the same thing I was saying to with him about 50. You can't do that and not expect a negative reaction. It don't matter who you are. If you're calling people out, no matter how positive you are, if you're calling people out and try to talk about them, they're gonna especially street dudes. They're gonna respond like street dudes. You see what I'm saying? And that's why you had to have somebody facilitate that, because you know it could have got ugly. And that's my whole point with this D1 situation. Again, I don't hate D1. I don't. I think it's hilarious the tactics that he uses to get attention from people. Once again, if your message is golden and you feel good about your message, it will get to the people. You just can't push it. You can't force everything on people. You can't, just like if you try to force religion, some people gonna take it right away. Some people gonna need 30 minutes. Some people gonna need 5 years. Some people gonna need 10 years. Some people gonna need to go through stuff. And Meek Mill was in a position where he got into the game early, learned in about time, him and D1 was beefing. He didn't want to hear that, but Meek Mill was already on his mission, and he finally received it after a while. And there's nothing wrong with receiving positivity and all that. So I think I'm trying to clear that up, but I'm going to continue to laugh at D1. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to continue to laugh. Every time he makes it seem like a rapper have a problem with him, man, I promise you, rappers do not have a problem with D1. But every time I do a video on him, it seems like somebody has a problem with him. No, we don't. Hip-hop does not have a problem with D1. But D1, if you keep keeping people's name in your mouth. I know you need the attention or you want the attention or whatever the case may be. You got music out, whatever the case. You trying to do Lord's work or whatever. But if you call street dudes out and dudes who don't play, they gonna respond the way they respond. Like, all you gotta do, get you a good publicist who has good relationship with these people and do podcasts with them. Like, I don't understand it. You don't have to do it this way. But I think because of algorithm purposes, people feel like they have to do their stuff this way to get attention. You know what I mean? And of course, I know some of y'all in the comments gonna be hating as soon as I put this up. I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. But at the end of the day, D1, continue to do what you do. You know, your message is in the air, man, and the people who gonna receive it. You know, you just had to give other people time to receive the message that you're trying to speak. You're not wrong in a lot of your message, but your messaging sometimes, you know, grown men, man, you gotta remember these grown men, these not kids. You know what I'm saying? And if you talk to people a certain way, come off and see people a certain way, they automatically gonna be combative. You know, and I think D1 has to learn as an orator. You know what I mean? You have to learn how to talk in a way that moves everybody, if that's what you want trying to do. You know, look at Martin Luther King, look at Malcolm X. These guys knew how to take words and move you from the jump. You know, just learn that. Just learn that. Ain't nothing wrong with nobody hates D1, I promise you. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. More content is on the way. Peace. What's good? What's good? This your boy DJ Cree back with another video, man. Lil Baby has reportedly been arrested and is currently in federal custody. I'm not too sure about this because I looked it up and I didn't find where he was actually arrested. But things could change. I did see a post also of him not being arrested. So I'm not too sure what's going on. Details are murky right now. But let's look at these clips and I'll come back with some commentary.
Tonight, 11 Alive has confirmed rapper Lil Baby is named in arrest warrants in the shooting deaths of 13-year-olds Lamont Freeman and Jacody Davis. The shooting happened last summer in the Oakland City West End apartments on Peoples Street. Police described it as gang violence escalated by a Lil Baby music video shoot.
My name is Major Ralph Woolfolk of the Violent Crime Interdiction Section. And I first want to say the overall theme of this case is grown men playing gangster that left two of our children in graves and a community in fear. And we know in these communities that strength is about building community, not destroying it. And in this case, leaving two young people in their grave. And for the investigation aspect of this, Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence that was orchestrated by adults in our city. And cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings, and ultimately the deaths of two children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions. Ultimately, there are components of this investigation that led back to a prison in the state of Georgia where an illegal phone, a contraband phone, was used to orchestrate these acts. Life. There was a hit called by a high-ranking gang member on the opposite side of that opposing rapper's gang. And I'll tell you today, that gang was Goodfellas. Goodfellas Criminal Street Gang being one of the most hyper-violent gangs in the city of Atlanta. And we will pursue you relentlessly.
Wow.
Relentlessly in making sure that we keep this city safe and suppressing violence throughout our city.
Now, that is a lot. I'm not even gonna hold you. That is a lot. First of all, condolences to the family of the kids whose lives got lost. And if this is true, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's true. You know, we got a lot of cleaning up to do. We got a lot of thinking to do as a black people, as a culture, as a nation. You know, I don't really care about the gang stuff that much, but dog, if y'all in gangs, man, don't go to the rival neighborhood and shoot videos, man, because that could be detrimental to everybody. You know, even the people that aren't affiliated. Because you come to my hood, then we got to go to your hood. You go to my hood, you got to come back to my hood. And it's a cycle, man. And, you know, innocent people lose their lives every day. So I'm just saying, man, you know, whatever you do, do what you do. We can't stop you from doing that. I advise everybody just to find a good job, man. Find you a dope girl to be with, man. Live your life, dog. But if you on the other side of the fence, man, keep that away from innocent people who ain't got nothing to do with it, man. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. Like, we have enough issues. We have enough things going down. And I don't want to, if what this officer says is true, then it's crazy. That's crazy that Lil Baby did that. I don't know the details, but Lil Baby, don't do that, man. Don't do that. You got too much money, too rich, too famous. You know what I mean? Like, these kids who like look up to y'all and idolize y'all, you know, it is what it is. But just be careful, dog, because you may be hyping up something that you'll never have to touch, you'll never have to see. And these young kids out here getting killed behind, you know, a rapper instigating something. Not saying you did, but, you know, I don't know what the truth is. And I'm not going to sit here and say police are 100% truthful all the time, because they're not. But hopefully we figure out what's going on. And Lil Baby, man, keep Lil Baby, YSL, all y'all, man, y'all keep y'all nose clean out here. Y'all got too much money, but dog, y'all got too much money, dog. Stop it. Stop it, man. This Atlanta, man, y'all know what time it is. But I will keep everybody up to date if I see anything interesting developing out of this story. Like I said, I saw that Lil Baby wasn't in jail, but I could be very wrong about that. If I see anything else I need to say, or something interesting that develops after that, I will keep everybody posted. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. More content is on the way. Peace. What's good? What's good? This your boy DJ Cree back with another video, man. Your girl Kris Jenner gives Khloé Kardashian advice. Woo! Y'all check this out, and I'll come back with some commentary.
I dated someone.
No. You went on a date.
Yes, I went on a date.
You went
with
on
someone.
a date, and it was set up by your mom, right?
My mom and Gunnar
And
Peterson, because Gunnar was training this individual. He was a basketball player, played for
such a pusher,
one of the LA teams. And us three were in the kitchen, and we were like talking together. And I was like, my mom was not involved in the conversation, but her office was off to the kitchen. And I was like, so-and-so isn't calling me back, yada, yada. And we're just chatting. And she's like, what are you guys talking about, girls? And we're like, just this guy won't call me back. She's like, well, how many dates did you go on? I'm like, well, just like one or two.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, did you give him a BJ? And
we were like, what?
And she goes, did you give him a BJ? I go, I went on like one or
date.
2 dates with him. No. And she goes, well, that's why he's not calling you back. And she just turned around, and I'm like,
went back to her office.
What? I remember looking at you like,
And I was
God, she's the
mortified.
goat. Like, clearly,
No.
she knows something we don't know.
She's like, if you're dating and you want to act like you're dating, ma'am, I'm telling you, he's wasting his time.
And I was mortified that my mom said this in front of
your
my friends. I was
but
like,
I loved her for that kind of honesty and rawness.
I dated someone.
Okay. Hats off to Kris Jenner. Now, I will say this. Hopefully they were of age and they weren't underage. But hats off to Kris Jenner. She keeping it gully with her daughters. That's why they make lots of money. And I see why everybody dates them. Because they know they getting something. Kardashian giving them BJs out like business cards. Hi, I'm Khloé Kardashian. Man, I can't. I was getting ready to say I can't believe it, but yeah, nah. From them, I could believe it. Man, Kris Jenner is notorious for pimping these girls out and doing whatever she has to keep money in her pocket, keep flow. Almost all her grandchildren are from famous people, NBA stars, or people with money. So she clearly had a plan, and clearly it worked. And kudos to them for contributing to the black population, because you just made the black population a little bit more richer. But I mean, to be honest, that is not a way to really conduct yourself on just dating somebody. Not dating on a date, not even dating somebody exclusively. But if you are like Kris Jenner, her mind state is different. She put out her daughter's sex tape. It came out later that everybody was in cahoots together. Everybody was a part of the plan to make that happen. So this is not far from what I would think she would do. But definitely, if you're an honest person to your kids, be all the way honest. Don't just be giving out blowjobs, because then you're gonna have psychological issues for the rest of your life. Trust me. If every day you going every day and you're giving out a blowjob, you're gonna be a terrible person. You're gonna be damaged goods. So don't do that. But in the Kardashians' case, it is what it is. Her mom is on one. But I suggest, I do like the honesty, but you need to be careful about the things that you share. It could have been like, well, what did you say in the conversation? Well, what did you do? Well, what y'all talk about? And see, when y'all name gets out there like that, that's why a lot of these basketball players probably don't call them back after the first couple of dates, because they're known for, I guess now, giving blowjobs, smashing, and all that stuff. If they don't get it within the first day or two or week or whatever, they probably gone. And it makes so much sense to see them go through so many men over the years so quickly, and date this person, date that person, go there. It makes so much sense now to be in Kris Jenner's mind like that. But hey, Kris Jenner ain't playing. I would hate to hear what really Kris Jenner be saying, or I might be turned on by what she be saying behind closed doors. I don't know, but I'm scared to hear it. But let me know in the comments, man. Do y'all think this is sound advice, or do you think Kris Jenner is tripping? Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. More content is on the way. Peace. What's good? What's good? This your boy DJ Cree back with another video. Man, Drake calls out all the artists who turn their backs on him. He gets so emo in this, y'all. But let's check this video out, and I'll come back with some commentary.
I really do want to say thank you again for what you've done for my life, for my family, for my friends, for all my collaborators, all the producers, all the other artists that I work with. You know, the ones that didn't turn pussy, I mean the ones that still real, you know, my real ones. But yeah, I appreciate you because you've changed my life for me and everybody around me. I really do want to say thank you again for...
Okay. All right, man. I don't know what's up with Drake, man. Drake is only a rap battle. Drake acting like he lost his cat. I ain't gonna say nothing about his family. Yeah, like he lost something very special to him. Drake, just keep making music. Drake, you matter of fact, Drake is making this worse by commenting on it so much. Just keep it in your music. Keep it in your music. Keep sneak dissing. Bro, that's what people like Jay-Z, people like Drake are too big to go back and forth with people. Just keep sneak dissing, man. You make the best music when you sneak dissing. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea what's going through Drake's mind. At first, he acts like he's unbothered. Then he comes out, keeps coming out with all these things about you. You really start to have a full picture of him being very hurt behind it. It's like, come on, Drake. If you can write hits back then, you can write hits now. There's nothing stopping you from writing hits. And then on top of that, this is the thing about him doing this lawsuit against UMG and his labels and stuff like that. Like, you want full support of your label. You know, you want full 100% support, and the best way to do that is just make hits, just make good music, and have support of the DJs and all that stuff. It's not a hard thing to do. Well, when I say hard thing, he has access to writers and producers and things like that to make that good music, to keep that style of music and that quality of music up. I just think he has burned too many bridges. I don't know the behind the details, but you can tell he's burnt some bridges with some people. That's exactly why he's feeling the way he's feeling. Otherwise, he wouldn't drag it out, I think. I think if you had allies and you didn't do so much of this weirdness, I think he would be all right. But I think what's bothering him the most is now he's figuring out that some of the stuff he did may be catching up to him. You know, I don't think it's so much Kendrick winning the battle, which he did. I think it's more or less now you turn into the guys that you usually turn to when it's time to crank up, heat up, and you don't have that solid. It's not solid. The foundation ain't solid no more, and I think that's just what it is. You know, and I don't know what Drake is gonna do. You know, this is gonna be a tough battle, especially without your label support. When you go against your label, they're gonna do all kind of tricks. The label have more tricks than a prostitute. I'm sorry. So whatever you think this was, Drake, man, think about it before you try to go against these guys, man. If I were you, I just quit the music business, jump into the movie game, wait for everything to cool down, and jump back into the music, man. That's what I would have did. You know, you have the opportunity and access to all that. You know, use it to your advantage. Use it to your advantage. But what y'all think about Drake getting emotional, man? I'm tired of seeing Drake being emotional about it, man. Move on. You're just giving YouTubers content. That's how you're doing right now. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. More content is on the way. Peace.